Hey everybody, welcome to Bones and Brews. So today I'm outside here with the smokers all fired up. We're gonna throw a pork butt on. Thought I'd show you guys how to kind of get that pork butt ready, prepping it for the smoker. So I've already started to trim it. I've got it with the fat cap side up right now. My fat cap was a little thicker, a little tougher across the top. So I usually like to take a little thin layer off the back of that fat cap. I don't like to take a lot of it off. Some people don't even mess with it, but I just don't like it too thick in certain areas. So I'm just cutting some pieces off here, shaving it down so it's about half as thick as it originally was. Always feels like around the outer edge it always feels a little tighter and thicker, so I like to trim that out as well. So I've got that already trimmed out, so I'm going to flip it over. Now this is a pretty good looking pork butt. There is really not a whole lot of fat over here on this side that I want to trim out. Alright. Yeah, this one I got it from the butcher shop. It was pretty well done already, to be honest with you. So, but once again, just trim it the way you like. Get as much fat off as you like. Some people don't mess with it at all. They just, I mean, especially with backyard guys like myself, sometimes you just want to get it ready to go and get it on the smoker. You don't want to spend a lot of time messing with it. All right, so now I've got the pork butt ready here. So now what we're gonna do is two different things. Now I usually coat my pork butt with some type of mustard, or Dijon mustard, or a spicy mustard. This is from a beer sauce shop here in St. Louis. This is their Gangbusters Gold Barbecue Sauce. It's really just like a heavy mustard sauce already. So I'm going to use this today instead of mustard. So I'm going to give that a coat in here and just kind of rub that on. I'm not going too thick with it, but I want to make sure I get all the way around. I'll flip that over and get that cap side as well. And while I'm thinking about it, sometimes I'm going to do it with this one as well. Sometimes I just to give that fat cap a light score across the top, because when I throw it in the smoker, I'm going to put it fat side up anyway. All right, so we got that nice and coated with that mustardy sauce there, or like I said, you could use just the mustard. Now I'm going to hit it with a seasoning. I'm actually going to use the Gospel from Meat Church. You can use your favorite pork rub seasoning. This is what I'm choosing to use today. Alright, got that on. I'm going to get this side here. Get that other side. Definitely a little slippery once you get that mustard on there, that's for sure. Flip it over here, and then we're going to finish off. And don't be afraid to put a lot on there. Down in that cavity right there. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit here for a couple of minutes before I get on the smoker. I've got my Weber Smoky Mountain going over here at about 235, 240-ish. I'm going to throw it in there. The goal is once I get on the smoker, I'm going to have it fat side up. I'm looking to cook it till my internal temperature is about 165 degrees. Then I'm going to pull it off. I got myself some peach paper over here. I'm going to wrap it, throw it back on that smoker till that internal temperature is 203 degrees. Now, a lot of people say anywhere between 203, 205. I've always found most of the time with that pork butt for me, 203 is always a sweet spot. Once I pull off that smoker, I'm going to just unwrap it and I'm going to set it in a cooler. I'm going to let it just kind of continue to cool down, but not get too cold too fast here because there's some cooler temperatures outside here today. And then when I'm ready to go back and pull it, I'll just have it sitting in that pan and there we go from there. So once again, I'm going to throw it on the smoker, pull it off, I'll wrap it. And then towards the back end, I may actually unwrap it and throw it back in that pan for the last 10-20 minutes. Get some more of those juices flowing in there as well. And then I'll throw in that cooler and let it kind of cool down and go from there. But, all right, so this is going to be ready to go. We're going to throw it on the Weber Smoky Mountain. Another tip is you're making pork butts at home for those backyard guys. Get yourself a spritzer bottle. I always do a mixture of apple cider vinegar and apple juice, about 50-50. Shake it up. And then every once in a while, about every hour, I'm going to open that lid real quick, spritz it, close that lid as fast as I can. Let Weber Smoky Mountain. Remember, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. So you want to get that lid open and closed as fast as possible. All right, folks. So it's time for me to get this pork butt on the old Weber Smoky Mountain. And hope you got a little tip or two out of this you can use at home, especially if you're making your first pork butt. Thanks for watching Bones and Brews.